Chapter 16, Honeymoon Phase. You, Darian, and Lucia escaped to the Farrell family vacation home, only for Shannon to track you down in order to speak to Lucia. Please, Lucia, we really need to talk. Silence descends upon the room as you and Darian exchange a look before staring back at Shannon. But Shannon, pulling his eyes for his bride. If he's noticed the two of you there, he hasn't acknowledged it. Suddenly, he drops to his knees in front of her. I am so sorry for everything. I have been acting like an ass all week and there's no excuse. It was like an out-of-body experience. I was watching myself be a jerk to everyone I care about, and yet I couldn't stop. He certainly sounds sincere, but that's pretty messed up. Shannon takes Lucia's hands in his. Lucia lets him, but doesn't say anything. I know I'm not good enough for you, but I really hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Even if you have reservations about marrying me, I'm begging you to please give me a chance to prove I can do better. It's all well and good to apologize to me, Shannon, but I'm not the only person here you hurt. Shannon rises shakily to his feet and looks at you with eyes that brim with shame. I am so sorry, Lennox. I was nosy, meddlesome, and for what it's worth, I hate myself for it. But I promise it wasn't out of any lingering feelings. It's just considering you of one of my best friends. Though I'm sure you no longer feel the same. Make him sweat. You've made it pretty difficult to me. So, yeah, friends do not pull what you've pulled this week, Shannon. I came here to celebrate you and Lucia. I've always celebrated your joy. It would have been nice for you to reciprocate when I finally found my own. I know, and I wish I've gone on my own way and treated you the way you deserved. I should have. Yeah, you should have, but I'm glad to see you coming around. We'll be okay. Eventually. Will we, though? Yeah. No, don't get giddy. Now apologize to the person who needs it most. Darian. You open your arms and welcome Shannon in for a warm hug, feeling immediately better, but you pull back from Shannon and hold his gaze. Just to be clear, I forgive you for your behavior towards me, but also you treated Darian like dirt. And while our relationship might not have been the 4 months I pretended it was, I do love him and very much plan on keeping him in my life. Shannon drinks in your words as he turns to Darian, and a nervous zip runs down your spine as you silently pray this won't end in another clash. Darian meets Shannon's eyes. There's no warmth there, no openness, nothing but defensiveness in his expression. You look between them, wondering who'll be the first to snap at the other, but then Shannon surprises you, hanging his head in apology. I'm sorry to you too, Darian. I truly didn't realize how terrible I've been to you until May and Ellie sat me down and lectured me all night. The thing is, if I'm being honest, I've always been a little jealous of you, really. Jealous of me? You're the successful business phenom who's always had the dad's respect. What could you possibly envy me for? Looks? I don't know. That's something I'd really like to explain to you, actually. Would you be open to maybe taking a walk? Hashing some stuff out? I think we could use it. You think so too, but Darian just looks iffy as he glances at you. You realize he's silently asking you to join them. I'll come along. Mediate. Let's go. You and Lucia step outside with Shannon and Darian, keeping your distance but staying at the ready in case they need mediation during the conversation. Immediately, you're pretty curious what Shannon will say, and you know Darian is too. I don't know if you know this, but I never wanted to get into business. You didn't? No. I always wanted to be a pilot. Huh. I had no idea. You turn to Lucia, who doesn't look at all surprised. You knew that? Of course. Why do you look so shocked? Because I didn't know either. I thought business was Shannon's dream. If only. He filled out an application to an aviation training institute and everything. But you know how his dad is. Oh yes, I'm getting to know Mr. Farrell very well here. So, you can understand how well that went. The two of you refocus on Shannon and Darian's conversation. Of course you had no idea. You never asked. And you also never told him because you were too busy persecuting. Ouch, but also true. Judging by how Darian holds his tongue rather than responding, you assume he's made the same calculation. I got pushed into my career by Dad, while you were free to pursue your dream career. You want to know why I resent you? That's why. God, you're petty. Hey, it made my dream career, but that doesn't mean I've been working under dream circumstances. At least you had support. I had to do everything without any of my family. Uh-oh, I think this is going a little off the rails. It does look that way. I should encourage Shannon to consider Darian's side. You nudge the pair over the water, place a hand on Shannon's shoulder, squeezing it gently for his attention. Shannon, you know I understand where you're coming from. I spent enough time with your dad this week to see the pressure he puts on. But ultimately, he's always been on your side, and you've been successful. You've got a good job, good relationship with Ellie, beautiful fiancé who loves you, 2 parents at your side. You didn't choose your career, but you benefited from it plenty. But, well, yeah. You could have defied your dad, become a pilot anyway, but you chose not to because you found his support more important. So, can't you see why it might not have been such a tough thing for Darian never to have to even have that choice? I do, yeah. Do you, though? Sorry, I never looked at it that way, Darian. Well, in fairness, I never considered that business wasn't exactly your dream either. I certainly wouldn't have wanted it to. Not to butt in too much, but another thing you both might want to consider is that you both missed out on important experiences because of your father's expectations. He pitted you against each other, and he's the reason you've never gotten along. She glances at Shannon to see how he'll react to that, and are stunned to see tears in his eyes. Lennox is completely right, and you should know I have a lot of regrets about the way we grew up. We're so close in age. We could have been best friends if we hadn't been pushed to compete against each other. Darian hesitates and puts a hand on Shannon's shoulder. I don't know about best friends, but there's something saying we can't start off fresh with each other. You could go to a concert together. It might be cool to show you what I do. I think that's a great idea. I'd really like that. But first, there's a wedding to worry about. Yeah, we should probably deal with that. But I'm so happy to see you two getting along. Me too. Thanks for being here. He wraps you in a warm hug, and you all turn to Lucia. Shannon's eyes still fill with worry as he looks at his bride. Lucia, I really do love you. I'd be honored to marry you today if you still want to. If not... The words hang in the air, and all eyes are on Lucia as she thinks it over. Finally, she stands, walks over to Shannon, and throws her arms around him. I love you too, Shan. I knew the real you was in there somewhere. So the wedding's on? The wedding's on. Which means we've got to get back to the resort ASAP. You scramble to pack up your stuff, and with barely any time to say goodbye to the gorgeous vacation house. That's okay. I'll be back. When you get back to the resort, Darian and Shannon go their separate ways to get ready, while you, Ellie, and Benny join Lucia in her suite. Oh, Lucia, you look absolutely stunning. You're the most beautiful bride. You really do. Shannon is gonna absolutely lose it. You look, even Benny's tearing up. Shut up, I am not. She totally is. But Lucy frowns as she puts down her mascara wand. I know this is so silly to worry about, given everything that's happened, but I can't help feeling like something's missing. I don't know what it is, but I just have to... I feel like I look complete. Do you want a bag? I might have one around here somewhere. No, that's not it. It's not the shoes. You're about to make a joke about something old, something new, when it hits you. She's missing something borrowed and something blue. And the sapphire necklace she gave you years ago just happens to be both. It'd make the perfect wedding loan and cheer her up. Our choices were petty. We're gonna pay diamonds to give our friend a gift. That was a gift. So we're giving it back. I don't know. Just shut up. It's stupid. Hold on a sec. I think I know what you're missing. You ready to your bag, carefully lift out the necklace and turn and lift it to display it for Lucia to see. Her eyes well up immediately at the side. The necklace! Oh! I gave that to you such a long time ago. I know. We go way, way back, Lucia. So, does it feel like the missing piece? You know, it totally does. Thanks, Lennox. You always know exactly what I need. Just knowing you kept it for so long is the perfect wedding reminder of how long relationships can last. Your heart warms at that, and you motion for Lucia to turn around so you can clasp the necklace on her. Then you both look in the mirror, and a soft smile crosses your face as you take in the gorgeous picture of Lucia as a bride. You truly look beautiful, Lucia, and I'm so happy to have this little part in it. We've come so far as friends, haven't we? You can say that again. I should give her a hug, take a selfie of us. Not everything needs a selfie. You wrap her in a warm embrace, doing your best to communicate silently just how much you appreciate her friendship. You look absolutely gorgeous. Shannon won't know what hit him. Well, it's getting late. We gotta go. To the chapel. For a minute there, I almost said chapel. You and the rest of the wedding party run out of the room and head downstairs. But before you get out of the lobby to get in your places outside the chapel... Lennox, still causing trouble. I cannot believe you stole Lucia the night before her own wedding. What is wrong with you? Listen, I'm about to shove my high-heeled shoe in your mouth. Just shut up. Everyone about to fight back, but Lucia gets there first. What is wrong with you, Mama? You're lucky you're not completely uninvited from the wedding after your horrible behavior. Berating my best friend, hiring a PI. Even right now, you're standing in the way of us getting to the procession. Go take your seat. We have going to have a very, very long conversation after the honeymoon. Lucia! Go! Ah ha ha ha. Finally, Alex turns to leave with her tail between her legs, and Lucia smiles triumphantly as she watches her go. Now, I'm ready to get married. Damn. About damn time. Now, let's get you to the chapel. And with Alice under control and everyone under a truce, temporary or otherwise, the wedding goes off absolutely beautifully. God, talk about being rushed this chapter. I'm not even reading that fast. I just want you to know. They're rushing this chapter. You know, I like walking down the aisle with you. I like walking down the aisle with you, too. I wonder what that means. Darian strokes your wrists with his thumb as you walk with interlocked arms, sending very pleasant chills down your spine. It's the first new outfit that he's had all entire book. I promise to love you, cherish you, honor you, and let you pick the music on the road trips at least once a year. I promise to always do everything in my power to make you happy, and always turn off the mic at karaoke. You never thought you'd be laughing in a reminder of that awful night, but you're not the only one. Man, it's nice to see Shannon back with a sense of humor. Right? Tonight's gonna be a blast. As Lucy and Shannon conclude their vows, are proclaimed married and exchange a kiss at the altar, you join the rest of the wedding party in cheering them on. That's your best wolf whistle. Whoa, did that sound just come out of your mouth? Seriously impressive, Lennox. That's my girl. I'm not even gonna. You laugh and let Darian wrap an arm around you as you all watch the newlyweds walk down the aisle together. A little while later, the wedding reception is in full swing. When your table spies Shannon and Lucy enter the room, you all whoop and cheer, especially as they head right towards you. You jump up to give Lucy a hug, do a double take as Darian rises to give Shannon a very brief one, too. Hiya, everybody having fun? Yes, the music's great, food's delicious, and I have the best company on my arm. You and Darian reach for each other, simultaneously lacing your fingers. Oh, you two remain the cutest. Well, I think it's a great party. It's just missing my vocal stylings. Absolutely no is missing your vocal stylings, Aaron. But yes, we're all having a good time. You're a beautiful bride, sis. Alicia glows with a rare compliment and even a rare hug from her sister. Promise me I'll get a dance with my big brother, both of them, actually. I'm particularly liking the open bar. Can I get anyone a drink? Yes, please. I'll take a whiskey on the rocks, white wine. I'm gonna go with a whiskey. Oh, make that 2. Coming right up. Yeah, I need something for this chapter. As everyone chats, laughs, hugs, your gaze strays down to the far end of the table where Alex sits, staunchingly refusing to make eye contact with you. You did it. You successfully put Alice in her place. Think anyone in the world has ever done that before? Probably not. Where's my medal? I'll give you a... But the smile slides right off his face, and you turn to see Mr. Farrell approaching. Couldn't have had a better night. You take Darian's hand, squeezing it for support as Mr. Farrell gives him an inscrutable look, and then he turns on you. Is it true? You managed to sign a band while you were here? Surprise flashes across Darian's face, and he quickly masks it, puffing out his chest a little. I did, yes. That's very impressive. I respect your commitment to your work. It's quite admirable. Oh my god, I'm about to throw myself overboard. You could swear you're just hearing things now. Did Mr. Farrell just compliment Darian? No way I can just let that go without comment. I should... talk Darian. Darian was incredibly impressive that night. In fact, he's incredibly impressive, period. He worked so much harder than you've ever given him credit for. So I'm learning. Glad to see my business sense hasn't totally missed the genetic mark. Oh, God. Of course you have to take credit. Oh, I should have just turned him away. I have regrets now. Wouldn't want that, would we? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, but what I mean is I'm proud of you. You are? Don't make me say it twice. I should make him say it twice. I wouldn't dream of it, thanks, Dad. Patrick nods at you both and walks away. You hazard a glance at Darian and are glad to see a look of relief on his face. As you head to the bar to get yourself a couple of drinks, you could swear his steps look a little lighter. Thank you, Lennox. Seriously, you always have my back and I'm so grateful. Always, Darian. Just like I know you have mine. You exchange a quick but warm kiss and accept glasses of cool white wine, just as the first dance begins. You sigh happily as you watch Lucien and Shannon take to the floor. I'm so relieved the story had a happy ending. Look at them. They look so blissful. I know how they feel. I'm pretty blissful myself. You smile, kissing his cheek. Dance with me? You look out at the floor. Sure enough, other couples are starting to join the newlyweds. After one sip, you put down your glass, take his hand, and lead him out for the dance. He wraps an arm around your waist, pulling you close. You inhale the heady scents of flowers, wine, spicy cologne that drives you wild, thinking how lucky you are to be here with him in this moment. I can't believe how happy I am right now. Funny, I was thinking the exact same thing. Your lips brush, and maybe it's the music or the romantic atmosphere or simply the feel of him in your arms, but you can't resist deepening the kiss. The wedding, drama, everything fades away as your passion overtakes you, tongue stoking a fire you can feel down to your bones. Finally, he pulls away, but only to murmur in your ear. I don't know how I could possibly wait until later tonight to be with you. All I want to do is tear your clothes off right here, right now. The suggestion sends a pleasant shudder through your body, and you have to grip his hips to keep yourself steady. What do you say? One last illicit rendezvous before we wake up a respectable couple? You already are a respectable couple. Don't burn it and keep dancing. I'll pass. This choice's attempt at always getting the last few pennies out of you before it's the end of the chapter and book. I don't think there's any chance of us becoming a respectable couple. As long as excited as I'm to be less than respectable with you later, I'm not quite ready to stop dancing with you yet. Plus, you know, cake. Yum. Well, I can't complain about either of those things. You rest your head on his shoulder and sigh as you hold each other close, spinning around the floor as your night winds on. Later that night, you and Darian stand on the balcony together watching fireworks go off across the horizon. The cool breeze feels amazing, and so does being on his arm as you take in the beautiful view. Looks like a lot of people are celebrating tonight. Darian plants a kiss on your cheek. There's a lot to celebrate. Like, you and me getting together? Yes, I'm definitely celebrating that. If only we grabbed some champagne from downstairs. Oh, don't worry. We have an entire night of celebrating ahead of us. You laugh at the twinkle in his eye. Maybe we should track down something the electrolytes instead. You watch a particular beautiful firework explode in pink and gold, its brilliant colors reflecting in the glass. Yep, definitely feeling festive tonight. Especially since everyone got what they wanted in the end. That's true. Lucy and Shannon ended up making it to the altar. Shannon and I don't completely despise each other anymore. Your dad's finally had some headway in, you know, being a dad. And you and I get to leave Grace in each other's arms, getting everything worked out in the end. It did, didn't it? Guess this turned out to be a great week after all. Even if it took a little white lie to get us there. Oh, right, I almost forgot that part. Well, it doesn't matter how we started. It matters where we're going. And where's that, oh wise one? We're going home together. I know. I just really like to hear you say it. And I really like to say it. Have I mentioned how glad I am that we met on a flight going the same place? Extremely convenient. Convenience is my middle name. What is your middle name? Something with a J, I assume? You have all the time in the world to find out those details, Linux, for now. Let's go to bed. Thank you for playing Plus One. We hope you enjoyed the festive adventures with Darian, Shannon, Lucia, and the wedding party at Pixelberry. Hold on, I'm throwing up all over the place. Like I told you, it was rushed. 22 minutes. No surprise there, and that's with me reading. Very rushed. Very unappealing. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Again, I'm just kind of meh. Right? It's about the best way I can put it. It's just very meh. Yeah, you know what to do. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. We've concluded another book together, which I'm really glad. And I want to thank each and every one of you that have also went out of your way and supported the channel and more than just watching. Don't get me wrong, viewers like you are the reason that this channel continues to pump out Choices content as well as other videos as well. We've been in this business for a long time, but it is the viewers that go the extra mile. That are literally and figuratively keeping us going. Pretty much without the assistance of some of the viewers of this community, the part of this family, we would not, you would not have had content for the past month. I hate to tell you this, but it probably would have been the end of this channel as we know it. So without those viewers that, you know, helped and stood up and stepped up to help when the help was, you know, for the first time ever really asked for. Yeah, no, it would have been it. It would have been all she wrote. And I know some of you are disheartened to hear that. I know some of you were not able to help. But for those of you that were able to help, it really means a lot. I can never, I feel like words alone will never be enough, and you know me. Especially as a person who's never really had to ask for help. I've always been the person who helps others and been one of those people who just tries to just keep everything close to the vest, right? And just keep everything to myself and never ask for help. And for 99.9% of my life, I've kept that way of my, I guess, I don't know, morals, ethics, whatever, but, you know, there comes a time and a place where, you know, no one should be ashamed to ask for help. It's rough, it's tough, but don't get me wrong, but there's just a time where people just have to ask for help. So, yeah, I want to give a special shout out to every single one of those that was able to keep this channel going. Without you, I don't know where I'd be this month. To be honest, to be frank. Um, because this channel is my baby. So once again, thank each and every one of you. But also, like I said, thank everyone. Every single person that views, shares this content, likes it, continues to come back. You are a part of this family. And I want you all to know that. When you hit that subscribe button and you watch the videos and you comment and you are still here and you let yourself be known, you are a part of this family. And even those of you who might be a little too shy or apprehensive to comment, just know that one day I would like to see a comment by yours. I would love to. I love reading each and every one of your comments. Truly, I do. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.